So in 2016, on the 1st of April, I got my first opportunity as a social media community manager. And that is where my career in digital marketing started. Prior to that, I didn't really know what it entails to be a digital marketer. I was just fascinated by posting online, writing stories, changing perceptions, telling people about what organizations do and all of that. So that has been my life until I read about it and I got to realize that everything I was doing, it is called digital marketing. Those days they would ask you, what do you want to do when you grow up? Or what do you intend to do as a career? And I would say, oh, right now I'm a social media manager, a field where you can build something meaningful from. But with time, I got clarity about how digital marketing works. So these are some of the lessons I've learned over the 10 years of my life as a digital marketer. And I actually transitioned into marketing communications where I got certifications, more experience, and degrees for that matter. Number one, be ready to start small. At the start of your career, most people don't really know what you can do. You are just like any normal person who is trying to make something for themselves. And because of that, people are not really willing to pay you anything really for your work or your skills. So at that point in time, you need to offer your skills to people. And that is one of the ways that you get your skills known or noticed by these people. And mind you, sometimes those people you are doing works for, once they get to realize what you can do, they tend to recommend you a lot to other people. So be ready to start small. Be ready to do free work as you start your career. Don't really focus on the money. And the fact that you're not focusing on the money doesn't mean that the money will not come. Because you don't have any form of clout or you don't have any form of evidence to show that you are good in something, you need to grab any opportunity that would help people know what you are good at. It is never wasted when you are doing these things for free early on in your career. Number two, you need to be patient. Things take time. You would look at the people who are doing well in the industry and be wondering, when am I going to get to that level? How did it do that? How can I get such level of influence? How can I get such level of income to myself? But those who have built that capacity over several years, if you are now starting your career in that space, you need to have the patience to build a day at a time. Give yourself time to get capacity, to get better at what you do. And trust me, with time, you get that influence you're looking for, you get that income that you want to get if only you commit to continuous learning. So that is number two. Number three, be ready for rejections. I have faced numerous rejections in my career. I've been to several interviews where after the interview, the panel just prayed for me and asked me to go home and they never called me back. I've written several emails and letters to several companies and I never get called for any of those things. Sometimes the places you think you're going to get opportunities from, you end up not getting anything from them. And it can be disheartening sometimes, but you need to have this mentality where you don't feel entitled to people helping you. You don't feel entitled to people's resources. People can help you from their own volition, but then if they don't feel like they owe you anything. Be ready for the rejections. And look, I am ready to get as many rejections as I can because it takes only one acceptance to change the narrative. Number four, you need to grow confidence. It is very important to have confidence in yourself. I have experienced a certain level of low self-esteem growing up where I felt like I was not really good enough. People can pick up on that energy when they encounter you. They can sense if somebody really is comfortable in themselves. And it has a way of making them form perceptions about who you are. It is very important as a person to believe that you are enough as a person. You are enough as you are. You are also good enough for whatever the world has to offer you. It helps you in how you relate with people. It helps you in how you act. It helps you in having a very positive demeanor when you encounter people. So it is very important for you to have confidence in who you are, helps you relate with people, helps you to connect with people when they encounter you. So it's very important for you to develop confidence. And one of the ways to develop confidence is to develop capacity in whichever field you find yourself in. The more capacity you build, the more confident you get. Now, number 5, commit to continuous learning. In the area of digital marketing, every single day we have new updates. Something is working today, tomorrow it's not working anymore. It's up to you to continuously research about the new trends in the space. Else, before you realize, you are out of date. You don't know what is going on, and you will not be relevant to several organizations. So you have to commit to continuous learning. It is not only in the classroom that you get to learn, you get to study, you get to acquire knowledge. Sometimes from your friends, sometimes from your mentors, sometimes from colleagues, from people who are beneath you in the field. You can learn from everywhere. Be like a sponge, always absorbing information. If you encounter anyone, ask yourself, what am I going to get from this person? What lessons am I going to get from this person? If you always have the mentality that you know it all, trust me, you will never develop or grow in the field. Number 6, no one is an island. We all need someone. Someone has to recommend you. Someone has to hold your hand. Someone has to testify about what you can do and all of that. Never think that you can do it in this life alone. You know, monkeys get to the top of trees not because they can fly, but because they hold on to different branches to climb to the top. Don't be in a hurry to bend bridges. Always find ways and means to resolve conflicts in an amicable manner. Because trust me, you might think you don't need someone today, but tomorrow would come and you realize that this same person you were looking down on is the same person that is going to hold your hand to the next level of your career. 7, don't be scared of failure. Embrace failure, because it doesn't matter how many times you fail. It only takes just one success to change the narrative. I have failed so many times. In the beginning, it can be very disheartening. Sometimes you get some failures and you feel like you are not good enough. It demoralizes you. But the moment you get to a point where failure doesn't scare you any longer, you just walk into any project at all, knowing that the worst thing that can happen is for you to fail. And it just takes one success to change everything for you. So fail as much as you can. That is what is common to everyone. Number 8, be visible. Not in a prideful way. Document your life, document what you can do, and let people get to experience who you are as a person. One of the things I've learned over my career period is the more visible I got, the more opportunities came my way. In the beginning, I wasn't like this. I was someone who is very private in the way I do things. I didn't want anybody to know who I am, where I was. I don't want my picture to be seen anywhere online. But I got over that mentality and I started sharing my skills. I was doing it not to become famous or popular, but then I was doing for the sake of the people who might be needing or would be in the need of my skills and my talent. Or that's how come some opportunities came my way. So please, there is no harm in getting visible for what you are very good at. It doesn't mean that you are proud. It just means that you are ready for your talent to be discovered by the people who are looking for it. Never underestimate the importance of mentorship. There is nothing new under the sun. Whatever you are interested in doing, somebody has already done it and succeeded in that area. Sometimes somebody can even mentor you without you having a close relationship with them. If you notice somebody is doing something so well, just look at how they do it and then learn how to do it the way they do it too, and you are likely to succeed as well. You can learn from someone as your mentor without even having a personal relationship with them. Just get to identify people in your field who are doing so well and get to observe what they do and do the same, and you are getting the mentorship there. Sometimes you need to have a close relationship with the mentor so that they can hold you accountable for whatever you are doing. And one thing I've noticed about mentorship, you have to be willing to give back to your mentor. And that is what makes a mentorship relationship a very fruitful one. Number 10, never forget the God factor in your career progress. You can do all the certifications you want, you can get all the skills, you can get all the experience, but sometimes it takes the grace of God. In fact, not even sometimes, all the time, it takes the grace of God to be able to succeed and keep pushing and keep being tenacious in this journey. Sometimes you can get overwhelmed, sometimes you can get tired, sometimes you can feel like giving up all of this thing, but trust that everything you are doing it to the glory of God. God gave you that ability for a reason. God gave you that skill to the benefit of others. So commit your ways unto Him and trust Him to lead every step of yours. Thank you so much. My name is Edward Asare.